guys, this stress, I just don't know if I can take it anymore. I'm thinking about selling everything. April Fools. Obviously I'm joking. I'm not thinking about selling everything. In fact, I'm not really selling anything right now. These are the times that, frankly, I look to accumulate. When there's dips in the market, when there's opportunity presenting itself, that's when I look to take advantage. And the cool thing about Cardano, the cool thing about ADA, is that when I look at Cardano itself, the blockchain, I almost consider it a new launch. I consider it this being the first cycle where we have a fully functioning blockchain. And that's important, right? Because when we look at something like ADA in the past, it really didn't have, I don't want to say it didn't have a use case, but it didn't have demand the way that we should be getting hit with in this market cycle. Remember, you could stake ADA before you could get rewards, right? That's about it. We finally had smart contracts launched back in September of 2021. And that was about it. Then we got hit with the start of our bear market cycle. We had our early top, we sold off, we just kind of went sideways for obviously a very long period of time. And now we're finally starting to pick up some ground again in terms of price. It's great seeing what it's doing. Some people will say it's lagging, but I will say this. Cardano or ADA tends to be a late market performer. It has been historically, right? And I think it will be again, because when does adoption happen? Typically later in market cycles. When should we see a demand and a possible supply shock in terms of ADA? Typically in a later market cycle. Some people will complain. Some people will chase other coins. That's fine. You can do what you want. But the thing is when you do that stuff, you miss out on that first possible explosive move when ADA really picks up some steam and starts to gain some ground. Now, typically, when does that happen? Post-halving. Post-halving is historically a good time for ADA. It's historically a good time for alts in general because we are getting into alt season. Now, remember, I think 3 months from now is going to be a lot more telling in terms of price. The reason I say that is typically 1 to 2 months post-halving is when we start picking up some steam, when we start gaining some ground. And I think that's when the market, again, is going to have a better sense of direction, a better sense of the demand that's going to be coming. And the thing is Cardano itself may have bigger adoption at that point already. We've already talked about yesterday, for example, the possibility of being implemented into voting systems. Governments are starting to dip their toes in. Enterprises are starting to dip their toes in. And the thing is what happens when they just decide to cannonball in instead of, dipping with their toes, they just jump right in. There is going to be a point that comes, not even just to Cardano, but the whole space in general. What are prices of assets going to do? They're likely going to explode. They're likely going to rally. That's why I'm not selling my ADA. That's why I don't do anything with my ADA bags right now except for accumulate. Will I take profit later this market cycle? Absolutely. I think profit's important. I will tell it to everybody. And again, this is not financial advice. People can do what they want. But I think some of the biggest potential for ADA really comes in 2025, the year where we normally see adoption of DeFi, adoption of blockchains. And again, that is where I think we have big supply shock when it comes to Cardano, because you have all these people that have this long-term mindset and don't want to sell. Well, what happens when there's not that much ADA to go around? And people will say, oh yeah, there's billions out there. Blah, blah, blah. Well, remember, ADA is one of the longest average held coins in all of crypto. Okay. What happens when these people with this long-term mindset don't want to sell? Just really think about that. So no, I'm not selling anything. In fact, I'm just adding to my positions as there are opportunities that flash on the charts. So everybody can always do what they want, but I think we have some great times ahead and it's coming very, very soon. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know of any great April Fool's jokes that you guys pulled off, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.